This is me, Teacher Monica, and I know that you are wondering why it's been quiet for almost 9 months. And here it goes. This is my new office. It's really plain because this is what I needed, especially speaking with the clients. And yes. So this video it's just to give you a heads up on what's really going on my life for this past 9 months. And um it is also to give you a heads up that I am really grateful for the new subscribers from 200 or 300 before I move into executive assistant or VA industry, but I'm still a freelance worker. I'm a freelance teacher before, and right now I am a freelance worker in VA industry. So I'm working for a client. So for those who are also interested in that, maybe this channel it's not only for trip no, it's tips and tricks. It's not tips and tricks for those aspiring ESL teachers, but also to those people or stay-at-home mom that is looking for an opportunity to to have a job which is at their own pace and at the same time nursing their kids. So that's why I love working at home because though I am working at night, I can still uh, I can still attend the events, especially the events of my kids. I don't want to miss any of this. And even though I don't have a sleep, I can still I manage to attend those events in their lives. So for now, just give me a moment. I will just categorize the things that I would like to share, and it is in general, no worries about it. This is just for general um happenings. Do not expect about tips and tricks about ESL teaching. It's just a heads up on what's going on in my life for this past 9 months, and I would like to share about what's my current job, but I am not I'm not we're not hiring, and it's literally I just wanted to boost those moms who wanted to have their job as a part-time or full-time job. And yeah, from long hair to short hair, you are still there, and hopefully in the future you are still supporting me. Okay. I'll see you later. I'll just categorize the things that I wanted to share. Before we totally start, I just wanted to say that I am going to use this class in, as my camera because I don't want to use any other camera or external camera. So I'm just doing a screen record and not doing anything else. But yeah, I just I don't know if I really can categorize it. I'm not yet done with the things that I wanted to do. I actually go downstairs just to pay for the parcel. And yeah, I already installed the cover seat of our bowl in the bathroom. Anyways, just hold on for another minute, maybe an hour, and I'll be back. Okay, don't you worry, I'll be back, and I'm gonna finish this. I don't know if this gonna take about a day or two, so please bear with me because I'm hesitating to continue this video, but hopefully just give me a little courage to continue this, and I'll definitely help you out on the way that I can help you. I'm not literally helping you to find you a student or to find you any job. But I would do recommend some job post wherein I can uh, research first, then I'll give you the link where you can apply. So maybe that's gonna help for you. And also for those ASL company that is hiring, so maybe I could also communicate with the HR in order for them to categorize that these are the teachers that is recommended by Teacher Monica. So maybe that could help as well. Anyways, if you wanted also to have a one-on-one coaching or tutorial on any ESL questions that you have, just I believe that I do attach a link for you to book a meeting with me, and that would actually help. So, I think that would be all. I apologize. I forgot to turn off or to pause the video that I'm watching. Well, anyways, that was just a couple, which is Johnny, and I like the humor of the two. And they were just hanging out like a best friend, literally. But I believe they are best friend before they got married. And let's go back to the topic. I am still going to categorize the things that I wanted to share for this video. And hopefully, I would literally finish it within an hour, or because I wanted to finish this video for like a day or two, and hopefully it's not, if it won't last or it won't take too long for me to figure out what are the things that I would like to share. And hopefully this are also helpful for those, but do not expect that this is a tip or tricks. It is just like a basic or a background. Hi, it's me again. So I listed 6 questions for myself. It is a guide. I don't want it to show it to you. It's just a little surprise. So first off, a little bit about myself is I'm Monica and I am 26 years old. I am in the Philippines, currently living in Laguna. So if you're watching this video, please comment down below on where you at right now. I can give you a shout out in our next video. Anyways, going back, I'm currently living in Laguna, but my hometown is in Quezon. So I am a mom of two. I am a freelancer and I work as an ESL teacher, Tagalog tutor, translator, voice over agent or voice actor. It's just for a small company. Then, as a cold caller, as an executive assistant, promoted to higher positions, which I am going to discuss later on. And then the second one is how long I've been working as a freelancer or working at home. So I started aiming working at home year 2020. I believe um after 2 weeks, I gave birth to my second child. Then I aiming for before I gave birth to my second child, year 2020, October, September, October, November, December, when I really want to get in or get hired in Palofish, which they do have a high qualification, especially um, in specs, any phone that will do, but there is a gram that they are actually accepting because it is technical requirements. If you don't have, let's say for example, 4 or higher, the the application will be lag and you can perform well. Other than that, they do really have a high qualification in the accent. So neutral to native accent is acceptable. And way back 2020,
my communication skills is not really improved yet. uh, at this time, my speaking skills is not really fluent as the others, and my choice of words is not actually good as the other freelancers, but I am communicating. So that's the best thing about it. You have your English should communicate or converse. It should have a conversation when you speak with your employer or a client or a student, especially student if you wanted to really impress the parents. Not all of not all of the parents of your students are not speaking English. They can understand as well, and you have to impress those so they can refer you to their friends. If you're not actually doing good and you are not improving the skills of their child, because it's not just you needed to improve it, because you have to prove yourself that you can actually teach. Because if the student is not literally improving and they can see that you are actually good, it's just their child that is not actually cooperating during the class, then that's their problem. It's not your problem. They're still gonna refer you to their friends. So that's a word of mouth. That's how you're gonna market yourself if you wanted to have your private students set your own rate. And going back to the topic, how long I've been working as a freelance industry or a freelance industry as a freelance worker. Well, um, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. So it's almost 6 years now. And though I am working as an executive assistant for almost 9 months, I didn't give up, or I am still keeping those private students within me. And they're just going on and off if they are available, and if I'm not, I am available or not. And luckily, they stayed and choose the time that is my only available. And now, what are the struggles that I encountered as a freelance worker? So, first off, way back 2020, I don't have my own equipment. Mm, so that's it. I don't have my own equipment. I am only using a data. Then I already I am borrowing a laptop. I am using I'm only using the Globe prepaid Wi-Fi. Way back 2020, there is data that you can consume for a month, and I used that when I was teaching. And when we when we move in into an apartment, then that's where we have a wired or a fiber connection. Then also the struggles is the confident at first is that's what I'm lacking. Even though I can understand English, I am really hesitating and translating the words in my mind when I speak with my students. And when you are in ESL industry, there is always demo interview. Some of the companies will only have the interview literally. It is for internal arrangement. They would like to know how often do you have back power outage, internet outage in your area, and they wanted to figure out if you have a backup plan, if you have a backup internet, if you have a backup power. So that's the basic things that they wanted to know. Other than that, they wanted to make sure that you are available on that specific time, because if you said that I'm available at 18 o'clock to 10 to 22 o'clock. So that's the Beijing time. Most Chinese students are available on that time. So they would literally open the the slots for interview during that time so they can make sure that you are available. And some of it they will be giving you after the interview they will just give you 5 minutes, then you're going to proceed with the demo. So in that demo they are watching you and observing you if you are familiar with the tool that you're going to use, if you're familiar with um, the lessons that you're going to tackle or to discuss, if you know how to handle a student, or and if you know what are the things that you're going to do inside 25 minutes if the class lasted for 25 minutes. So it's not actually quantity, but it's the quality of the class. So it's not how many pages you're going to take inside 25 minutes, because that's what I believe. It's not how many pages, it's how quality the class is in that 25 minutes. And I only know that in some company you need to finish it for 20 that slides 25 slides for 25 minutes, because that's what they paid for. And in the next class they will be using another lesson, which is sometimes different from the previous uh, book that they have. But that's the common. You needed to have a quality class, not a versus the quantity of the pages that you tackled. Because you cannot say that the student literally absorb all of the learnings that you put inside the 25 minutes, for example 10 pages. Do you think that the students really can understand those? So that's the main question. You're going to ask yourself, if you're a mom, do you think your child can really understand for 10 10 pages? Do you think he or she already absorbed all of those? So that's it. You have to question yourself, what's the quality that I can give? You have to think that it's my son, it's my child. He or she has to have a quality teaching. Next with it is what are the things that you needed to prepare? I believe I already discussed it in my previous videos, but not actually uploaded. And it's already deleted in my files or in my drive. So, what to prepare? First thing first is yourself. Are you ready? If you're not ready, then do not apply, because you're gonna waste the time of the interviewee and the time of the students that's going to have a demo class with you. So that's the thing. If you're not prepared, then do not apply. First thing first, the equipment. Do you have a laptop? Do you have a desktop? Do you have an internet? Do you have a backup? Backup can be follow, but you need to prepare for it. Because you cannot say that Miss or Mr. I am not available because there is a power outage. That is, you are a freelance worker, you have to have a backup. Some companies they would let you uh okay off leave or took a leave because it's a power outage. But how about in typhoon? Yes, some of us are there was just having a power outage, then that's acceptable because we have a backup. We will just say that we will be using a backup internet and backup power. It will last for 8 hours. Then hopefully the the typhoon will last for a day, and we can work normally. Because if you are not cooperating for like a day or two in an ESL industry, then that means you are absent um, without communicating with the TL or the boss itself. You are neglecting them. So before, that's what I am saying, that you need to have your backup. And as well as it's not literally the backup itself, it is the salary. That depends on how many classes that you have. There are few companies that has a fixed salary for those ESL teachers, but they have a higher qualifications. So if you can, then you that's great, you can apply. But if you are just like me, I didn't have a degree yet, but I would like to pursue my college as well, and when I have some time. And going back to the topic, so if you graduated related in education, then you literally have to uh to depend on how many successful classes do you have. Sometimes there are companies that is paid classes even though the students are absent, but in other companies it's paid in half, and in other companies it's not paid. So those are the things that you needed to prepare. Oh, so in terms of the things that you really need to prepare as an before you apply as an ESL teacher. Maybe I will discuss it in the next video. So how will you make it here, or how will you make it there? So if you are an aspiring ESL teacher, you need to be more familiar with the platform that you're going to use. You needed to be prepared. You needed to prepare yourself, the equipment and the things that the requirements that you needed to send to the HR or to the person that is referring you. Not only that, you needed to be more resourceful. Prepare the things that you needed to learn. Let's say, for example, review the grammar rules and the other things that you needed. So if it's in freelance industry, you needed to prepare the various types of tools and platforms that you are going to use and excel among those applicants. So you will be the one to be chosen to be part of the team. Next, where I am right now. So right now, I am still an ESL teacher. I have private students, and I am an operations manager with for almost 9 months. So at first, I am just a field worker, then promoted to as business development and engagement specialist, then promoted to operations manager. And right now, we're not hiring. We are still working on with our marketing campaigns, and in the future, I will definitely share if we are looking for someone, because we are an agency, it's a US base, and most of our clients as well are in the US. And we're offering some of the services like virtual staffing, website building, AI or automation, building, business structure setup, and many others. So I don't want to disclose any of that because I think there are there aren't people who's looking for someone to help them set up their businesses, and there are no US clients are watching this video. Most of the audience that I've got are interested really in ESL teaching tips and tricks on how they can excel as an ESL teacher. There are many competition. You needed to upskill. You needed to prepare yourself and um, do whatever you can just to stay or just to make sure that this student will stay, because there are tons of teachers out there. There are many teachers who have skills more than the quality that you can give. So you have to keep those students and those parents, because they are the one to market. You have a if it's in private or it is in company, because in company those parents are also recommending their or also recommending you to their friends that you have to choose a teacher, this teacher, because she's good at handling kids. So those word of mouth will literally fool your schedule or will fill in the schedule that you gave to that company. And in private students, of course, they just have to fill in the available slots that you have. I think that would be all. And if you have questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. And hopefully that I can upload this today. Then in the future, I'm also gonna be sharing the books that I am reading and applying it on my daily activities or task. So that would be all. Thank you so much for your time, for listening, for watching this video through the end. I hope that you've got something, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye for now.